Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here this week with the astrological overview of July 18th to the July 24th. A pretty dynamic week. So, the theme this week, as dynamic as it is two steps forward, one step back. Wow. Well, that's because Jupiter, the planet of expansion, and Saturn, the planet of contraction, are doing a little dance. And when they do this little dance, we have to deal with a couple of things. We have to deal with the lesson of perseverance, the lesson of faith, and the lesson of responsibility. So, frustrations, delays, and sometimes outright setbacks can occur. This is not to discourage us from moving forward. This is to help develop the strengthening muscles we need in order to really live by faith and discipline. Because all of that, all of those muscles, all of that strength, all of that faith leads us to exactly where we need to be in order to complete successfully any projects, any processes. So if you do run into two steps forward, one step back, don't take it personally. Take a deep breath, say a little prayer, and keep moving. You'll grow stronger from it. Now, for the week. On Monday, Mercury, the planet of intellect, the planet of communication, the planet of conduits, getting from one place to another, Mercury will be opposition Pluto. Pluto is transformation. Pluto is take no prisoners. Pluto is a sharp tongue. So Mercury, the tongue, and Pluto, the sharp tongue, they're telling us what you need to do, what you say matters, and how you say it matters. And trust me, you do not want to clean up what you would have to clean up if you don't think before you speak. You are telling the truth. Pluto rules the ultimate truth, but sometimes that ultimate truth needs to be told in softer or gentler ways, or perhaps needs to be told with pastel colors instead of brilliant colors. So remember, it's easier to deliver your message with a sweetener than it is to have to deal with the fact that you delivered it with an astringent. The next day, on Tuesday, we have the planet Mercury. There's our friend Mercury. We're going to be seeing a lot of that this week. Our friend Mercury, the intellect, communication, roadways. Mercury will be entering the sign of Leo, so it's going to leave intuitive, soft, nurturing, flowing Cancer, and it's going to go into dynamic, bright, brilliant, demonstrative Leo. It's going to make statements, and it's going to make sure we understand who's making the statement and how important it is. There's a lot of fist pounding on desk statements. This is actually great too. It's sometimes uncomfortable because that's a lot of energy. However, it's really great because it's honest energy. And this honest energy will be coming from the heart and will be speaking about things that are heartfelt and that matter. A little caution here, everything that is heartfelt and everything that matters to you does not need to be shared. So keep that in mind as you see that life, all of life, is but a stage, and we are but players on it, as Shakespeare said. So on that same day, the sun, which is going to be conjunct Mercury, the sun, the life giver, the planet that explains our life force and a lot about what our mission is going to be opposition Pluto, just as Mercury was the day before. So when the sun is opposition Pluto, heads butt. So I ask you to ask yourself, do I want to be right or do I want to win? Now, when you want, everybody wants to be right, we get it. But there are times when you've got to decide, do I want to win this? Do I want it in the big picture, the overall, do I want to win it? Or do I want to make my statement for now? Am I going to spend all of my energy here? When the sun is opposition Pluto, the expression, "Is this the hill you want to die on?" comes into play. You have to make a decision. Is this where I really want to spend all of my energy, all of my points? Is this the hill I want to die on? Or do I want to win? Do I want to take the longer route, but the more certain and more powerful route? So again, anytime Mercury and the sun and a major planet like Pluto are involved, they're asking you, how do you want to spend your energy currency? I suggest take the long route. On Friday, now all of this is a great big build-up to what's going to happen on Friday. Friday, the sun leaves the sign of Cancer, sweet, nurturing Cancer, and enters the sign of Leo. So we are going to be treated to theater everywhere, because that's Leo. Leo is the actor, the theater person. Now, Leo rules the heart. It rules creativity, self-expression. It rules romance. It rules teachers and children. And it rules drama. So during this month, from July 22nd to August 22nd, we are going to see a lot of drama. We are going to feel very dramatic about things. And we are going to wonder sometimes, if we catch ourselves, wow, is this the proper way for me to express myself? Most of the time it is. This is a great time to let your Norma Desmond out. We all have an inner Norma Desmond. It's time to let her play. Now, who is Norma Desmond? Well, in 1950, a great classic film, Sunset Boulevard, was released. And the two main characters in the film, Norma Desmond and Joe. And Joe stumbles across Norma Desmond in her very decrepit mansion. And he says to her, "Oh, you're Norma Desmond. You used to be in silent pictures. You used to be big." And she says to him, my favorite line in the world, she says to him, "I am big. It's the pictures that got small." So be Norma Desmond. It's fun. And there's a part of us that really is a superstar. If you are a superstar, let her or him express themselves, always remembering that it takes more than one player on the stage to tell the story. And even the superstar steps back so that the other players can tell the story, so that the other players can have their time in the sunlight. So the heart coming together, creating, and honestly, joyfully expressing the allness that's you. I really do love Leo time, and I encourage you to express yourself. On Saturday, the planet Mercury, again, intellect, communication, roadways, is going to be making a harmonious trine aspect to Pluto. I'm sorry, not to Pluto, to Jupiter. Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter is blessing. Jupiter is great luck. Jupiter is the great philosopher. So Mercury and the great philosopher will be delivering information, giving us an opportunity to expand our knowledge and our understanding of the world and our dynamic, phenomenal place in it. So this is a great time. If you want to talk to somebody about something, they're most likely going to be persuaded. If you want to ask for a favor, it's most likely going to be granted. Remember, Mercury is involved with luck and blessings, so how you speak is very important. Speak to the person's heart, because everything will be in Leo at this point. Leo rules the heart. Speak to their heart. And the response is most likely going to be exactly what you want. And on Saturday, well, we had Saturday with Mercury trine Jupiter. On Sunday, Venus, the planet of relationships, of balance, of women, Venus will be square Jupiter, making an abrasive aspect. Well, fortunately, any aspect to Jupiter is actually not a bad thing. even if it's a square, because Jupiter is about the expansion of the good. For the most parts, it has some gnarly bits, but that's not happening now. So look at your relationships, own your relationships, including, or especially, and including your relationship with yourself. Own that you get a chance and you have the permission by the universe, with this Jupiter and Venus being involved, even if it's a square, to look at the value of who you are, to up your price, to take a look and say, no, I'm worth this, and I'm worth more than this, and to buy the super size instead of the little tiny sample size, because it's all I want to spend or I can afford. Spend on yourself. Luxuriate. This whole Leo time is about luxuriating in your me-ness, your I-ness. So who you are is really important. And to display that, it puts on a beautiful show, not only for everyone else, but for you. It's an affirmation from your soul to yourself about how important and valid you are and your energy is in this world. So on that note, have a great week and take care. Bye.